What's going on, everybody? It's Blockchain Bullz, and today we're going to talk about Dogecoin, the meme coin, the internet meme coin that all the retail investors are trying to get into. Now, why would I talk about Dogecoin? Well, because of Elon Musk. And if there was some advice that I received long ago, it was to follow Elon Musk. This was in 2014. I said, oh, so what? You want me to follow Elon Musk to Brownsville, Texas, where they're building the new SpaceX factory? No, what they meant was follow Elon Musk, because what he's working on is what's going to be relevant here moving into the future. So if you're excited about this video about Dogecoin, what I have to say about it, I'm also going to interject some opportunities that exist beyond Dogecoin, because I know a lot of people are getting exposure to Dogecoin, but now they're discovering there's a lot more than just Dogecoin in this blockchain digital asset class. So if you're new to Blockchain Bullz, you can subscribe. Turn on the bell to get notifications every time we make a new video. And you can also, if you're really new to cryptocurrency, go down here onto the homepage and watch these crypto training videos. I highly recommend this one here, how to do research on finding altcoins, and then watching all the rest of these. But you can watch them all in order. I recommend going through all of them. It's like basically a free course. You know, people charge for this kind of information in their courses, and I'm giving it away for free right here on the homepage. So if you're new to cryptocurrency, I definitely recommend you go to the homepage and watch that. So let's dial it in here and talk about Doge. So I recently invested in Doge back in December. Why did I do that? Because Elon Musk, so this was back in December. I had to wait a little bit. I think it was around about this point. It was well below a penny. I invested 3 times over the span. And the reason was because Elon Musk was calling himself the CEO of Dogecoin. And Elon Musk is like the crypto oracle, or the stock market oracle. I mean, look at what's happened with all his companies. I mean, he's the CEO of Neuralink, The Boring Company, Tesla Motors, SpaceX, Starlink. I mean, the list goes on, right? Well, so when I saw that he was calling himself the CEO of Dogecoin, nothing else, he wasn't calling himself the CEO of Tesla, I knew that that was a buy signal, because he knew something. And I'm going to call this the trifecta. And the trifecta is, number one, he knew that he has market pull. Number two is he picked a coin that is like the internet's favorite. It's a meme coin. Redditors, young people like this coin. So when you want to grow a brand, the way you do it is at the level of the college people. So Dogecoin relates to college level people, right? So when you're building a cryptocurrency, it's basically all about network effect, right? How many signups do you get? So Facebook, they're trying to get signups. That's what gives them value. Well, in cryptocurrency, it's number of wallets downloaded. So that's what you have going on here, is they're trying to build the network effect by getting wallets for Dogecoin. So that's how you build out Dogecoin. And I knew that was going to happen because I've been doing cryptocurrency for a while. So I was buying here, and then when it went up to 8 cents, I sold. You know, obviously I got to pay taxes on that, capital gains, short-term capital gains tax. But still, it's still a gain, right? 8 times. It's actually a little bit more than 8x, right? Because I was buying below a half a penny. So anyway, let's go ahead and talk about where we stand with Doge right now, currently sitting at just under 7 cents. Like I said, I sold everything that I had here recently, and then I went back into it. I didn't put that much into it. I mean, I put like a couple thousand into it at under a penny, and then it obviously exponentially grew. So that's pretty good, right? But the big thing here that I'm going to talk about right now moving forward, is it a good time to still enter into Dogecoin? And the answer is yes, I still think so, because Elon Musk hasn't let the pedal off the metal. Now, if you take a look here, he's still talking about Doge. He's not done with it. I mean, he even said right here, he bought for his son X, bought for little X so he can be a toddler hodler. Okay? See, so he's pretty serious about keeping the Dogecoin going. Now, the other third factor that you really need to do here, look at who let the Doge out. This is why he's really smart for that. It's because it's really easy for retail investors, no matter how much you have, whether you're a millionaire or whether you are someone who has living paycheck to paycheck. You could still feel really happy in getting a big bag of Doge. Like, you feel like you could get a lot of Doge for very little price, especially when it was under 1 penny. But you take a long-term approach here. I mean, Doge goes to 12 cents, you've doubled your money. So you put in, You put in maybe you put in 100, you go to 200. You put in 1,000, you go to 2,000. Now again, you got to pay short-term capital gains tax, which is a question you would take up with your financial advice or your tax person. By the way, this is not professional financial advice. Anyone who watches YouTube videos for professional financial advice for free, that's not what you're getting here. You're getting a person's opinion on their information that they're providing, right? So when you make a decision to invest, you're like, hey, yeah, that makes sense. So Doge's currently sitting there. We've just showed you Elon Musk's Twitter and how he keeps pumping it. But let me tell you something else before I go back to Doge. I want to talk about the opportunities that exist on Uniswap. And I've talked about some of these other coins. So when you're talking about a project like Plasma Finance, see, this one has so much potential. The market cap is really around about $11 to $12 million, at least last I saw. But right here it says it has a fully diluted market cap of 82 million, which is higher than it has been because it keeps going up. But you're getting a low cap gem here, Plasma Finance. This one is actually to be taken pretty serious, and you can only get it right now really on Uniswap. I mean, they've started to add it to some of these other exchanges like Hotbit, which is good for some people. It's, you could get it on SushiSwap or MooneySwap, but that's basically like Uniswap, right? So BitThumb Global, I don't know if that's even available to many people, but if you wanted to try and get it there. But this project right here has a lot of potential, and people getting into Dogecoin don't realize that there's other projects that are about to move big time like this one. I mean, this project is straight out of San Francisco. It's right there in the hub of downtown, Palo Alto, right there in downtown San Francisco, right near Palo Alto, right, Stanford University. It's a financial platform, and I would compare it. A lot of people are always like, hey, what about Reef? Okay, Reef. Yeah, that's great. But they're all big on Reef, but I'm like, how about Plasma Finance? I'm like, there's no reason to not think that Plasma could reach the same market capitalization of Reef. So, I mean, in this case, if the Plasma Finance market cap is around under $15 million, like it's been saying on CoinGecko and whatnot the last couple of days, but they keep kind of modifying it. I don't know why they keep modifying it, because it's such a startup, but it's a great project. And the thing that I really like about Plasma Finance is that it's basically doing what everyone in the space really needs. Everything you need in one place. So that's what they're building out of San Francisco. They're a startup. It's growing. It's got opportunity. So I'm saying, like, if you're getting into Doge, you can look at other projects through learning how to use Uniswap or getting into these low cap gems. And so I know that this video is going to get a lot of exposure to people who are just now coming into cryptocurrency because they're being led into cryptocurrency because someone at work or one of their friends is saying, hey, did you buy Doge? Now, here's the thing. If you're going to invest in Doge, you have to be patient. Get rich quick schemes, sure they exist. Get rich quick can happen. Anyone can hit gold. It's like, you ever seen the Beverly Hillbillies? They're out there shooting the gun. Next thing you know, Uncle Fester, or whatever his name is, I don't even know his name, he hits a dang oil mine, and it just starts spraying out oil, and then they become rich and they move to Beverly Hills, right? Sure, that can happen. Some people can get dumb luck with crypto, and some people can get beginner's luck with Doge. But if you're going to invest, be patient. Don't just expect to get gains the next day, because you're just going to set yourself up for unnecessary strain, and then you're going to panic sell when it goes down by 5 to 10%. Now, something like this, if it is going down, that's a buying opportunity. When it goes up, that's a selling opportunity. Or you can just hold and be patient and be like, you know what? I see Elon Musk is really serious about this coin. I mean, he's made it a point to talk about this coin more than Tesla Motors. I mean, he's had this area right here say CEO of Doge. He's obviously removed that. Then he went to hashtag Bitcoin. Now it says nothing. But this is a guy who does a lot of big things. I mean, like I was telling you, Starlink. If you guys don't know what Starlink is, it's satellite internet. Tesla, I mean, it's one of the best, most popular automobiles on the road right now. And he's the guy who's basically made that happen. SpaceX, they're docking with International Space Station. So if this guy is doing that, he just invested $1.5 billion into cryptocurrency with Tesla, but he's go over his profile here. Frodo was the under Doge, right? So he keeps suggesting that. And, other celebrities are following him with that. So what I'm saying is they're building out the network effect. They're getting more and more wallets. Now, there are some downsides to a coin like this, right? like the circulating supply that kind of keeps on going up. People say, well, they keep inflating the circulating supply, but right here it says the total supply. It's not too far off the total supply. So I would say, yes, even though I took profits, now I'm going to take profits on some of my other coins, but I'm going to transfer them back into Doge. So I'm going to take some of my profits that I made elsewhere over the last week, because I sold Doge last week when it went to 8 cents. I'm now going to go back into Doge because it's stabilized. I wanted to see if it was going to be a nasty sell-off, if it was going to stabilize. But what happens is you have a lot of retailers exiting the position. What's going to probably end up happening is Elon's going to again bring in a second wave of capital and probably pump it up again. Now, it could take a month, it could take 2 months, but I don't see how this guy is going to exit Doge in the short term and just pump and dump. He's a billionaire. He's the richest man in the world. He's got too much at stake to pump and dump a freaking cryptocurrency. So my whole thing is, I think he's going to continue to build out this project. He's got a big bag. I know that if you look at one of the biggest wallets on Doge's network, it does belong to someone who holds about $1 billion worth of Doge. And people suggest and they say that, hey, that's likely going to be Elon. Because there's not too many people out there who have $1 billion to just throw into a cryptocurrency like that as a private investor. And if there was anyone who's probably likely to be that person, it's likely to be Elon. I can't confirm or deny that. Some of you guys in the comments can or cannot. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of Doge. Is it too late to buy? Are you waiting for it to retrace? Or do you think right now is a decent time to enter? Or do you think the whole thing's going to implode and end very nasty? Now, again, not professional financial advice. My opinion, you guys make your own decisions, but this is what I'm doing. Okay? I'm a information entertainer. Some people get information just from bland, boring entertainment from boring information like this that I provide. I say it's boring, but some people might not think it's too boring because they like information. Infotainment, right? So, like I said, check out Plasma Finance. I think that's definitely worth checking out. There's other projects in there. You can check out our channel. We've got tons of videos that we've made. I've also got one saying do not invest in these crypto projects. So there are some things to look out for when you're investing, like anonymous leaders, anonymous CEOs, anonymous project developers. Now people always say, well, what about Satoshi? That's in a league of its own. You can't compare these new crypto projects to Satoshi, okay? So when people are like, well, who's the Satoshi Nakamoto? That's a whole nother conversation, and we can get into that in another day. But nowadays, if a project that has anonymous developers, be very wary of that. So on that note, thanks to everyone who's been subscribing. Thanks to everyone who's new here and subscribing, turning on the bell. And don't forget to watch these crypto training videos. We will see you guys on the next one.